Coach, Dean Wade outscored the Celtics in the final quarter and ended up having the game-winning putback dunk. What was he able to bring tonight in that final quarter?
He was himself, and this is a version of Dean Wade that we've seen in the past, and it's the one that we press for him to be. When Dean Wade is playing with that extreme confidence, I mean, he's a hell of a basketball player. He's a multifaceted guy. He's not just a spot-up shooter. We know the things he can do defensively, but he has an offensive game. And tonight, he got it rolling, but the belief, the confidence, but that's who Dean Wade is at his core.
Speaking of the defensive prowess, you had him at the 5 for a little bit in that fourth quarter, and he was able to hold his own until you get some of your other guys back in there. Him playing on both sides of the ball, do you think he gets as much respect that he deserves?
No, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, if you look at, and I haven't done it in a couple of weeks maybe, but you look at defensive players in isolation, and Dean Wade has always been one of the tops. He guards his man. He guards multiple positions. He knows how to keep him in front of him. We challenged him tonight to go be the 5, which is a position that we haven't had him at a lot. But he battled. He was physical. He was tough. I thought he did a heck of a job.
There, J.B. down 22 there in the fourth quarter. What flipped the switch for you guys? You lost Evan. You're without Donovan. Would have been easy to just say it's not our night. What flipped that switch?
It's just not our guys' nature to give up. And, we're obviously, been through situations where we've been shorthanded, we've been down, and it seems like every single time it happens, somebody else finds a way to step up and help us win. But our guys won't quit. The momentum got going, the crowd got going, shots started falling. And, we had done, second quarter, I thought we did a great job defensively, not so much in the third, but, we knew that there was a scheme that we could execute that could help us defensively. And I thought, our defense obviously held. We rebounded the ball well in the fourth quarter, not giving them a bunch of extra opportunities. And then, again, shots started to go. We started getting confidence there.
Jared, another double-double from him, I think 29th on the season. Just to play that well against that team, what do you think that can do for him? What do you think it can do for your team going forward?
There is no secret that we're at our best when Jared Allen's at his best. There is no secret. When he is dominant on both ends of the floor, our basketball team is the best that it's going to be. And, again, he's another guy who saw Evan go down and knew that he just needed to do more. And I thought he did a phenomenal job, and he always has. But again, when the chips were down, he was there. He was the constant throughout the game for us.
Jeff, before the game, JB, you talked about how you want a challenge like the Celtics. So how big was this win? Is that the signature win for you guys?
It's a great win. There's no doubt about it. Again, how we got it to be down and to be able to come back and win it, it's a huge win for us. I think it's a confidence boost for our guys to understand, what they're capable of and what they can do. I don't really get into signature wins, but it's definitely a win that you can look back on and you can gain confidence and belief in.
I didn't ask you before the game. Matt Strus, can you give us an update on him?
We'll just have to wait and see, to be honest with you. It's something that he had been dealing with, and then the play the other night when he tried to take off and dunk, it really bothered him. And it's Max, so if he misses a game, he's bothered by it. So it's something we just have to take our time with, go from there.
Thanks. Brian.
When you have a guy like Dean off the bench who gets as hot as he did in the fourth quarter, do you try to funnel some things through to him, or do you really still try to stay in the offense, and then if it's there, it's there?
I think it's, on the floor, because we are, more of a read and react when we're playing early and in transition. It's about the guys who are on the floor, and I thought they did a great job of finding him. And then, the matchup was good. They had a bigger guy on him who wanted to play back and play off of him. If you looked at the first half, the way they guarded him, they just went and sat in the paint. And he had open looks, but, they continued to do it. He didn't hesitate. He kept shooting. And his teammates kept finding him. So it's a combination of our guys doing a great job of understanding their defensive scheme and then doing a great job of recognizing who the hot man is.
JB, with Donovan out, at least for the next 3 games before you guys evaluate him, the expectations were a little bit higher for Darius heading into this matchup, especially considering the opponent. how do you think he responded to just those external expectations, just how he performed overall?
I mean, I thought he did a great job. We try our best, to not pay attention and to not highlight things that aren't happening in our building. So, I don't know what outside expectations there are. I don't know what comments or people are making and those types of things. But, we expect Darius to try to be his best every night. And we know how good he is. Excuse me. We know how much he means to us. So every night that he's on the floor, we want him to be his best.
And looking at the broadcast, it looked like Evan awkwardly landed in the third quarter. Is that what happened? Did he tweak his ankle? And do you have any updates on
Yeah,
that?
from what I saw in the replay quickly, he landed funny after the dunk and kind of stumbled and twisted his ankle. I haven't heard anything about x-rays or anything like that yet, but I'm sure they'll keep you guys posted as soon as we hear something.
Anything else in the room?